Hello and welcome back to another video. Yeah, it's been a minute. I've not been posting because I've been very busy with my actual work. But anyway, this is a race I did a couple of weeks ago, actually, 2 weeks ago. Give or take a week ago, 2 weeks. I can't remember. But anyway, was one of those weeks that I had some really good racing. But then, in turn, not really the best racing because yeah, turn one in Monza, no chicane brought some really devastating contract penalties, like shadow penalties, like you couldn't really see. There was no really an indicator that shows SR down or anything, but your safety rating just plummeted just by bumping into people at any of the corners. Like right here, this is the first race I was doing actually early morning just from work, and yeah, wasn't the best start of a race on that day. So spinning out on the first chicane, which actually kind of like turn two and turn three because the covered ground was supposed to be turn one. And ahead, met up with the Spaniard, the driver who also I think made a mistake in either the Lesmo 1 or Lesmo 2. And here the Scaries met up with also Bobby Holness. It's a weird name, Holness. But it probably is a person password, but still. Anyway, catching up with the guys in front of me who are not really that far much ahead of me. So almost 10 seconds to the leader who's in P1. And as you might see there on the leaderboard, yeah, my network setting is on the way all the way down. So probably the connection was good, but the representation on the screen was not really the same. So I got crossed definitely on the straights because of the slipstream by the McLaren and the British driver and coming back here, coming back for the late, kind of a late braking zone, I would say, not really that much of a late, but still yellow flag because we had the Spaniard in the, yeah, this too, the Spaniard and the German got even notification for them for sure, and which made us catch up with the guys in front of us, who won actually, the guys in P1, P2, yeah, ended up into, because actually got punted by the Spaniard who was behind me, and went into the grass. I don't know why he did that for some reason, but anyway, here we are, just trying to, level up our sportsmanship rating. And actually, it went down because of the previous video, which I was racing in the Peugeot, and I ended up just the fewest contacts ever, but still, I ended up like, you see the kind of lobby I am. A lot of C races, C rated races, and B rated races. Here we go again. Again, then we pass by almost everybody. Oh, somebody else coming in for lunch. The French driver there. Which actually works out for him. He doesn't get a point for second penalty. I don't know why. Oh yeah, he does get a point for second penalty. I thought he didn't get a point for second penalty. That's how far behind I am on my videos, getting pushed wide by the McLaren is giving them enough space, but they want more space. So they have to send me into the gravel. Oh, somebody else behind it has a penalty and it goes into the grass. So losing gravel actually losing time for himself. But going down the straight right here, there's a big group. The lead is just 5 seconds away, so it's just entering the Sperry corner right now. If you just saw that in the distance, you see they're just exiting the Scaries, and there's a big group right here trying not to get contact with any one of them. And Total right here decides, you know what, you're not going anywhere. Even though I get a point if it's a penalty, because for some reason, I had the proper driving line that missed the pixel and get a point as a penalty, which actually save it, which I actually saved it. But I ended up catching up again the guys in front of us. Like, look at this. They're not really pulling away. Like, there are a lot of defending or a lot of shenanigans going on in this place. Like, people don't actually really, you can actually recover. You can recover your race if you like spin out once or twice. More than that, nah, forget about it, just reach. But anyway, right here, it got a little bit tricky because you see the German gets ghosted and the Portuguese driver is inside him and he brakes a little bit too early and I go into the back of him, which sends him all the way to the barrier right there, which I was a little bit comical, but I knew it was going to hurt my safety rating like big time. You see, even if he didn't lose a lot of time, you see, it's just 5 seconds. 5 seconds, give or take, sometimes behind me. I see it just turns 5 seconds. The other Spanish driver goes into the gravel there. It gets punched wide by the other Portuguese driver in front of the British driver in front of him. And it's been some good racing, fun racing, but skeptical racing. For sure, all those contacts through their scurries as they go in, he breaks a lot earlier, and that was a good maneuver. And he comes back trying to punt me wide, and he gets ghosted. Very support for that, for some reason, and I don't know why he does that. And we get a second penalty for extending track limits just at the exit of the scurry, and he gets a second penalty because of the same thing, because he cut like the track a lot. And even though he gets in front of me, right, I just see I do get in front of him again because he had a longer time to serve his penalty, and mine was just 0.5 seconds. So he's gonna lose a lot of time here. And he's gonna round up on race number 2 before the day, actually, because they did like 4 races, I think. Because I edited this and doing the voiceover right now, but I should have actually rewatched it and then have something to say. But anyway, I think we're mid through the races. So race number 1, rage quit. Race number 2, good. At least I saved it all the way back into P7. And right here, race number 3. This is where it's gonna get a little bit too fun. I think so. Yeah. But anyway, we're watching the same. As I am doing this voiceover, we're actually kind of watching the game. But anyway, here we are, setting off in P4. Definitely for sure, really in a long straight. The McLaren's are just gonna come and see like, oh, this was an interesting one. Yeah, I just want to finish it way high. But anyway, fighting with the other countrymen right here, United Arab Emirates. What was saying there for a second? As a guy, I almost got pushed wide into the gravel right there, but losing a lot of positions, actually 5 positions there, all the way down into E9. So not the greatest start. As you see that contact going to the back of people, that is what tarnishes my safety rating as they go past 2 drivers, the Italian and the French driver right there. Also, they're going to catch up with the slipstream for sure. But even though I still have a slipstream with the Italian in front of me, just a little bit too early. I go in for the lunge, kind of a lunge, but he leaves the door open. Somebody's in the grass right there, all the way back up into P5. So if I overtake these 2 people, I'll be ahead of my starting position, which is P4, now in P3, which is kind of 1 position ahead. But it's still okay, as they outbreak each other and both of them go wide. So the only thing left for me is to try not to get overtaken by them. Like, somebody went to the wall right there, if you have seen that. But anyway, moving on, I see the P3 until this point right here, where the German kind of got pushed wide. He said he almost went on the outside and didn't really make it, went onto the outside of the other point of the race, of the track, and we lost a lot of time there. But anyway, they kept fighting, and the only thing that kept me focused was we're going to finish a 1-2 from the country, from the other driver right here in the McLaren. He goes deep trying to defend it, and I go for the switcheroo. I decided to go with just the normal driving line, and it actually worked out. I was graining right there, like this is a good race. That was a really good race. I fought hard, even though I went back all the way down into P9. I recovered and went back all the way up into P1 on the last race, in the last corner, made the move. But anyway, I was hoping if I could have a good race like that again. So with starting off again with Portuguese driver who was, I think, was in the previous race, and for sure we're gonna get overtaken by the Spaniard again, who was actually sitting behind me. And it was a little bit too tricky here because most all of us with the cultures, going past me all the way down into P7. All of us, you see there, just were late on the brakes, and it was a little bit of a scuffle through there. And right here, Went for the brakes, at least good thing the German packed out. Oh, the South African is sending to the gravel there. Now, all the way back into P5. So that's okay, it's not really bad, but we need to get up into like a good racing position and no contacts. Because if we do a lot of, we have a lot of contact through these races, we're not going to get our sportsmanship rating all the way up into S rated rating. Yeah, it's kind of a challenge stuff, let's say. But anyway, here we are, all the way down into all the way up into four. As they're going to the side of Bob Holness, here we meet again. He bumps into that plastic thingy, that barrier, let's say. He's right here behind me, and it's a good thing I defended that guy because he actually made a mistake, and well, it's having his penalty. He had a penalty through the Ascaris, and he subbed it. And going back, trying to fight with the French driver here in the British machine here, the Jaguar, the Jaguar XTR or something. I can't remember the name, but it's a Jaguar, and we were fighting really hard through here all the way down to lap 4. Right here, I decided to go for the O switcheroo, kind of like the O switcheroo, but he did have a good exit, but it didn't really work out. Moving on to the right side, trying to go for the lunge, and yeah, he actually leaves it open because I was sort of kind of quicker than him through the straights, or like through the corners right here. With the first Lesmo, the second Lesmo, he drops back a little bit, so even though he drops back, he has a slipstream through the straight, but he doesn't really materialize to anything, and I ended up finishing into. So that's a video. Hope you did enjoy it, and hope to see you in the next one. Actually, the next one is coming right after a few days after this, and then the manufacturer is a little bit later. But anyway, make sure to take care of yourselves, make sure to be wholesome, and see you in the next one. Peace.